This is a Haftorah slideshow for Parashah Bo from the book of Yirmiyahu. The book of Yirmiyahu is the sixth scroll of the prophets, the Nevi'im. Yirmiyahu spoke out against the political and religious policies that he knew would lead to disaster, but he failed to convince the establishment in Jerusalem and was branded as a traitor and a heretic. Tragically, he lived to see the destruction of the temple in 586 BCE. The Torah readings for last week and this week describe plagues, such as blood, as we see here. The corresponding Haftorah substitute curses. That was the book of Ezekiel last week. And ridicule, that is in the book of Yirmiyahu this week. Substitute curses and ridicule for plagues. Here is one example. In Yirmiyahu, we have this phrase, Madua nischaf, which are translated swept away, nischaf, the verb, swept away. And the line reads, "Why are your stalwarts swept away? They did not stand firm." That's the New Jewish Publication Society translation. By stalwarts, they mean dependable and loyal ones. So why were your dependable and loyal ones, that is the Egyptian army, swept away? But there's a hidden pun here. It means more than that. Nischaf. Nischaf, when split in two parts, is nis and chaf. And nis and chaf can alter the translation so that we now read, "Why did chaf flee? Your stalwart not stand his ground." Now, who was chaf? Chaf was a sacred bull deity worshipped in Egypt. He was associated with the solar cult and was often represented with a sun disk between his horns, as shown here. Yirmiyahu's pun is aimed at ridiculing the sacred bull of Egypt. Another example. Yirmiyahu describes Mitzrayim as an alluring young cow with the word yafei fiyah, yafei fiyah. It's still used in modern Hebrew to refer to a very attractive young woman, yafei fiyah. So Egypt is an alluring young cow, but a stinger from the north, from Mesopotamia, is coming. Here it is. And the stinger stings. And the Mitzrayim says, "Chaf, my husband, where are you?" But Chaf has run away. Here is Ammon, the Egyptian deity revered as king of the gods, closely linked to the political well-being of Egypt. But Yirmiyahu says, "I will inflict punishment on Ammon." Another example. She shall rustle away like a snake as they come marching in force. Now, what is the meaning of rustle away? On his head, the Pharaoh wears an uraeus, a cobra. It is a symbol that Pharaoh could destroy his enemies, but according to Yirmiyahu, that cobra will rustle away. Here we see it rustling away, and Pharaoh is helpless. One last one, although there are several more in this Haftorah of examples of ridicule. Here we have Pharaoh king of Mitzrayim, and he is a sha'on. Now, sha'on means noise, and it is left to our imagination as to what this noise refers to. It could be translated as they called Pharaoh, king Mitzrayim, big shot, whose hour is past. Or other possible meanings of sha'on: Pharaoh is a windbag, that is, all he can do is talk. Or all he can do is pass wind. He has no power at all. Epilogue. Curses. From last week, you shall lie fallen on the ground. To the beasts of the earth and the fowl of the sky, I consign you as food. From Yechezkel. Curses can substitute for self-defeating hatred of others. Ridicule this week. Example, Yirmiyahu, they called Pharaoh, king of Egypt, big shot, whose hour is past. Ha ha, I'm not afraid of you. Ridicule offers comic relief in situations that are difficult or dangerous. So, what does the Dookie Pot say for this? Curses and ridicule may help when there is nothing else you can do. And throughout most of Jewish history, Jews were powerless to do other than curse and ridicule. But if you can gain an upper hand over an adversary, that's much better. Thank you for your interest and feedback. I look forward to resuming Haftorah slideshows after a break. Shabbat Shalom